Before you start Sri Vidya or any Upasana, as you rightly asked, I have intentions, I want to achieve something. You need to define your target as every time at the phases of my life, I was having a desire.
When you recite Lalita Sahasranama, your graha doshas get pacified. So, can you put some light on that?
Lalita, as I told before, Sri Mata complete. All the glands are chota.
What can we do to overcome that particular habit of judging?
My word, my treatment to the subordinate should be sattvic.
True.
No vengeance, no arrogance, not like Rakshasa, punishments, no. Guidance. You can't fight with her in court. Why she has made a 30-year fellow lose his life in an accident and a 95-year-old person with all the diseases still surviving. Can you question? No, you cannot analyze God's actions.
We are reciting it from 8 to 9 years regularly, but nothing is changing.
There is no mistake. She is the one who makes you read. So many trillions of people are there. How many people are reciting Lalita Sahasranama? You are fortunate to recite.
Because Guruji Amitabh used to say there are two types of forces. One is negative force, one is positive force. One who encourages you towards the sadhana and one who stops you from the sadhana. For getting back to those particular youth who are suffering from stress, anxiety, and other things, I believe this totem can help them a lot because I feel myself that this totem cleanses your emotions, negative emotions, and helps you in connecting with the higher powers. So, sir, can you put some light on that? That what this totem can help you, especially to the this particular youth.
Like a Chinese guru has given a mantra to a Sishya. He said, you look at anything, recite the mantra, look at anything, it will move automatically. Tikshta drishti. This person has done a lot of uh, upasana and he was trying to move an object. It didn't move. He complained to Guruji. Guruji, your mantra is not working, it's not moving. He said, you didn't notice your wall behind is already moved. So, if you recite Lalita Sahasranamam with a particular aim of achieving anything, Goddess Mother can put you into Maya. It may not happen. But that's why if you have some stress problem is there and or you don't have job, you have knee pain, Manikya Mogutakara, Janudvaiviraja is a line for knee pain, back pain, Mooladhara, Ambujaruda, Panchapaktrasansa. There is a process of reciting. We can teach. But I tell the people, only on the first day you can have that desire. Because you're a human being. You can always, you need to have, if you file an application, you need to have valid reason for application, right? Supreme Court judge, Supreme. So you file an application, Amma, I'm after all a human being. I'm not great Rishi or I'm not getting job. This is the only problem. Get me a job. I will recite this Lalita Sahasranam every day without fail and teach also. Please get me a job. That's first day. For getting a job, you are reciting Lalita Sahasranam. Then start Maheshwari, Mahadevi, Mahalakshmi, Marapriya, Sri Mata, Sri Maharajni, Sri Matri, Sri Maheshwari, Mahadevi, Mahalakshmi, Marapriya. 90 days. But during the 90 days, have a feeling, thank you, Amma, for not giving me job because with that reason only I'm able to recite great stotra like this. What happens, in this process, you are becoming a yogi, taking your problem as an opportunity. And if everybody becomes yogi, she has to vacate that Manidipam will be full and all the temples have to be closed. No business can run.
True.
So the Maya has to go. That's why she gives you a job in between. And that person thinks, ah, I recited this, I got a job. But any time you get a success, be very careful what else is waiting for me in the Maya. If you are careful, then fine, you will continue. But then that job will put you into stress from morning to evening, and you don't recite Lalita Sahasranama anymore, or you get a bad, manager. Then you'll come to the Guru. Which mantra I need to recite for getting a good manager? And he gives one Teraskarani mantra. There are mantras, there are Lalita Sahasranam also. Teraskarani word is there. That line you do, you get changed of job, everything. But how long you are going to continue? So even though Lalita Sahasranam or any stotra, a Devi Kavacham, they have purpose for every line. Only in the first day you are able, okay, to tell the desire. And the rest of the day, you should not think about the problem. See, I'm trying to give this to you. Okay, this is my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Please take it. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to take it. Try
Mm-hmm.
to take it.
Okay.
Take my problem. Take my problem. And you'll say, leave it.
Okay.
Then I'll take it.
Because I'm holding it. Yeah.
Every day I'm telling I need a job, I need a job. Okay, you told me one. Leave it, leave that problem. And focus on the stotram. It will work.
True. That is the mistake I guess majority of the sadhakas are also doing. Every day the same sankalp they are reciting. Because she's aware that this is the sankalp and for that particular purpose you are doing the sadhana. Understood. This is something which is one of the most terrible mistakes in the sadhana.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for this particular, because it is because even I feel this is something which majority of the sadhaks are doing. So it was.
I was also like that. I didn't get dropped from sky.
Mhm.
I learned by my life events, everything. Of course, Guruji's grace, silently he was teaching. So then I realized there's no point in holding it.
Mhm.
Just tell. So, and ultimately, how many things I achieved in my life? Not 100% I achieved. But because of non-achievement, how many days I wasted by getting pain? These are the reviews you need to make. Every time you review yourself, every day, am I going in the right path? Am I achieving what I wanted? Am I hurting somebody? What will happen if I have a next birth? Will I get a good birth? At least continuation of this birth?
True.
This will check you and puts you in the right path. That's what occasionally I do, if not daily.
Very true. Very true. Seriously, this thing is an eye opener, especially for us and everyone who is trying to come in the sadhana. Basically, sadhana should be done with the intent of getting connected, which I understood. Things she will give at her own because she also wants you to play with the Maya. So I understood.
And again, getting connected to that blank, we should not fill up.
Mhm.
Getting connected to her, as long as say I want to get it connected to her, the duality is telling me.
I'm the one.
But getting to connected to myself, that is why she told very secretly, Antarmukha Samaradhya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. You do any number of jarmas, pujas like this, until you eliminate the second party and see the second party in you, which is the truth. Ekaivaham jagatyatra didiya ka mama para. I am only the person. Whether I am this person or this person or this person.
Now I got the point. Guruji Amita Nanatha wrote one article where he said, if you want to be abundant, if you want to be abundant, start allowing yourself to receive the abundance. Say that I allow myself to receive the abundance, because what happens is we say we want to achieve abundance, but unknowingly, subconsciously, we are creating more obstacles in the process of receiving that. So he said, you are the goddess yourself, and you have to allow yourself. Now I understood the meaning of that particular line.
And abundance, I should not define. Anything that is defined is not truth. That's the axiom. Anything that is defined. If I specify this is God, no, I can't fix it. Then that is not God. So anything that is defined is not truth. What is abundance? Abundance, in my view, huge, vast. This is not abundance. So when I'm feeling the meaning of abundance is vastness or anything like that, I may not achieve it quickly. Abundance is being what you are.
Satisfaction.
Yeah. To say tushti. Tushti is satisfaction. I'm abundant as a ant feels great in walking gracefully. I'm a great creature.
True.
Okay?
Yeah, it means I agree with the last line. I am a great teacher because
That is why Tyagaraja sang Chimalo Brahmalo. Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. Abrahma Kedadanne. So many references I can give.
Mhm.
Everything is abundant. If I think I am big, well, I see an elephant, I have to become like that.
True.
Everything is powerful, abundant in its own way. And that feeling of tushti, if you
Mhm.
get, you are abundant.
From this, got reminded one line of Guruji Amitanatha itself. He used to say one thing: the world you see outside is just a reflection of your inside. Can you explain our audience about this particular thing? Because it took me a lot of years to understand that, but I want if you can explain it to the audience.
When we are in mother's womb, let us start for, or as a sperm drop. Our journey started with that. No form, no feelings, no world, nothing. Neutral state. Slowly we got into our mother's room. That time also, our world is not there because the brain is not completely working. That's why I'm not worried about the things around me. I'm, I may be drinking my own urine also. That
True.
stage ever. Because there is that world, in that my world, there is no Suddha Asuddha.
True.
From there I came out.
True.
The moment I came out and people started teaching me, my world was created. And don't believe that person. Don't move this person. It's very bad. Bad. First thing came into my world. My world.
Mhm.
Previously,
Mhm.
I used to show my hand to everybody
True.
without having this bad feeling.
Mhm.
And I used to laugh if somebody, I take joy even in that. That after that, fear came, doubt came, all these contaminations came, and I created my own world, Aham Brahmasmi, and without my knowledge. And I am enjoying the pain and pleasure from the world created by me,
True.
not knowing fully well. And Shankaracharya says, remove the darpana. See, if I have a black dot here and I see the mirror, same is appearing.
True.
This is my world. And I'm seeing the black dot here.
Mhm.
What I'm trying to do is wipe the black dot in the
Mirror.
darpana. Not knowing that the world is me only. If I know the truth, then I'll wipe here.
True.
I can cleanse myself. So what I see in this world, Dakshinamurti Stotram says,
Mhm.
is myself only. If I see love, I'm a lovable person.
Mhm.
If I see anger, I'm an angry person. Because as a child, I didn't know what is anger. Because I didn't have anger.
True.
Yes or no?
Very true.
So whatever is seeing,
Mhm.
it's only my reflection. Like Gita Charya, That's Supreme Krishna also says, whatever it is me only. Same thing confined to Jiva also, the same truth.
True.
What I am seeing is me only.
True.
To tell that, you need a lot of guts, experience, and knowledge, and technical skill, and guided by a guru.
True.
It's not enough if you just recite the Dakshinamurti Stotra. Every word you need to analyze and experience for. That's how my Guruji, before constructing the Devipuram temple, Anima Siddhe, Anima Siddhe, Anima Siddhe, Anima Siddhe, used to meditate. I was with him. And he used to draw the figures on the wall, whatever forms he get. And Gopalacharya, somebody, the Stapati came and he made. Whatever he gets. In his world, Goddess Mother is like that. But many people commented, how can the icons be like that?
True.
But he didn't change. He has to face so much obstacles. He said, she appeared. Then why do you call Digambara, Sripada, Vallabha, Digambara? What is the meaning of Digambara? Just to get into that. And all other temples in their roof top, they have vigrahas. So, whatever I see is no different from me. Manayeva karanam manushanam bandha mokshayo yad bhavam tad bhavati. One more. Yad bhavam tad bhavati.
Okay. So basically, if we want to change our world, basically not our world, basically if we want to get positivity in our life, so we have to go within.
That's it. Just work on your own self. I tell my street disciples and people who come to me. And when in Devipuram, I was the pontiff of Devipuram for 4 years. I don't know whether you know, 2007 to 6 to 11. At that time, when I was getting down from the steps, an old lady, 64-year-old lady came. Chinna Guru Garu, I used to be called, Padda Guruji was there, so I'm Chinna Guruji, Chota Guru. Chinna Guruji Garu, my husband is having lot of anger. So, can you tell me a mantra? At that time, I was trained by Guru correctly, completely. So, I said, I'll give the mantra, but you have to recite continuously as long as possible. If it changes him, definitely I'll do. I said, I'll tell you. She said, paper, no need to write. My husband doesn't have anger. That's the mantra. Keep on saying it.
Okay. The affirmation.
Definitely. What I am seeing in my husband is me only. If I say my husband doesn't have anger, he will not have anger. So, when you are instigating the anger by calling him angry fellow, time and again, comparing him with someone, you are the worst fellow, you are the worst fellow, you are the worst fellow. This worst fellow is not he. You created the worst fellow.
Manifested.
You are a manifester.
True.
Everybody is a manifester.
I guess yesterday we were talking about that Fox incidents, that I was sharing with you. Same thing. Because knowingly or unknowingly, we judge someone and we put a tag on that person. So, Guruji, one thing I want to know, for instance, our brain is like judging everyone. For instance, I'm talking to you. I'll say a knowledgeable person. I'm talking to someone, one of your disciples who has just joined. He don't know anything. Like this. So judgment is something wrong, or it can be changed, means the habit of judging, because we are conditioned from our birth to judge everyone. For instance, if a person is working at his own pace, but we want the work should be done quickly, we will call him, you are very slow. If someone is very fast and he's doing before our expectation, so we will say, do it slowly, you are too fast. So the habit of judging is wrong, and what can we do to overcome that particular habit of judging?
Excellent question. Varnashrama vidhayini is the line in Lalita Sahasranama. Lalita Sahasranama is everything for everybody. Upasaka, Lalita Sahasranama, nothing to beat it.
True.
You get answers everything. Varnashrama vidhayini. Varna is not caste. Varna is lifestyle.
Mhm.
So, so in your lifetime,
Mhm.
you are playing all the varnas. Many people don't know that. I'm a Brahmin, I'm a Brahmin, I'm a Brahmin. But in your lifestyle, when you are teaching
Mhm.
without expectation, you are a Brahmin. You are protecting your family, you are a Kshatriya.
Mhm.
You are doing business, you are a Vaishya. You are helping and serving somebody, you are a Sudra. All the castes are in me. Brahmanos Masi, Bahu Rajanya Krutha, Uru Tadatse, Padbhagam Sudro Ajayata. Which one you are worshipping in the icon? Head or feet? Why do you look down on that? Sudra. No. That means everything complete is the form of God. So, having said that, each lifestyle, what I am doing, what age I am doing, has got certain rules. So, if I am a Brahmin, everybody is a Brahmin when they are in that role. If I am a Brahmin and Upasaka, Brahmin was mean Brahma Tattvanlo Charinchi Vadu Brahman. The one who can see Brahma Tattva in everything is Brahman, not the one who is having Janevu. Brahma Tattva, that is the one. So when I am in that role as a sadhaka,
Mhm.
I cannot judge. Non-analytical Visleshana Rahita Jeevanam iti Sri Vidya Sadhanam. Visleshana Rahita Jeevanam. Non-analytical approach towards the world. Accepting the world, analyzing yourself. Do the analysis here. Then they progress. But we are analyzing the world, that's not necessary. That is Brahmin. But suppose you are a manager, not like a Kshatriya role. Then for the betterment of the company, I can't say, oh, I can't judge anybody. Then you lose your job.
True.
So there I need to analyze, judge. There also, in the Kshatriya role also, please don't refer me to the caste. I'm not referring any caste.
Mhm.
Role of play. Kshatriya role also, my word, my treatment to the subordinate should be sattvic.
True.
No vengeance, no arrogance, not like Rakshasa, punishments, no. Guidance. But I'll definitely will not rest until I guide.
True.
Same thing happened yesterday. Somebody was walking very fast in our Petam. I said, because I'm a guru now, when they say, I love your walk, the lady has come from Ayurveda way. I love your walk because Chaitanyarga Samarajya Chaitanya Sumapriya. The way you walk is Chaitanya. I don't like dull walk. Manda Marali Mandagamana. Mandagamana, that Mandagamana, Lalita Mandagamana is different. But Varamandagami, Shenishwara mantra. Shenishwara is a Mandagami. Lalita is Mandagamana. What is the difference between Lalita's Mandagamana and Shenishwara Mandagami is Lalitas Mandagamana is graceful walk. Like a dancer, she moves like. But Shenishwara Mandagami is lazy walk. Lazy walk should not be confused with the graceful walk. To move from here to
Without any hope or just for sake
no
of
energy.
living.
So at that time,
Mhm.
you have to connect to them and guide them properly. That is. So any time in the world,
Mhm.
when you are doing a upasana,
Mhm.
no judgmental harm. I tell the module one people,
Mhm.
every day before going to bed,
Mhm.
analyze your day. And in Reiki also principle, just for today I'll be happy, just for today I'll not hurt anybody, just for today I'll be contented,
True.
just for today I'll help somebody. Four affirmations you make,
Mhm.
but you're not doing the confirmation in the night. That's the problem.
True. We are not accounting what we have done in the day.
So affirmation and confirmation lead to reformation. If
Mhm.
you don't do deformation,
True.
that's what is happening. So every day before going to bed, analyze.
Mhm.
Okay, in that podcast I heard I should not analyze the word.
Mhm.
Did I? Always it will be yes only. You analyze. Okay, from tomorrow, definitely I won't. At least a checkpoint is there. Otherwise, I'm sorry to say, we are just equal to the animals without any checkpoints. Going haphazard, whatever desire comes, we go behind that. Whatever fault we find, we just keep on wasting our time on that. Here in the Kshatriya time also, 2 times only I tell. After that, either I have to remove that person or just adjust with the person. I can't waste my energy just because my role demands, you know, that analyzing. I can't. So the role you are playing makes, even though it has an importance, but normally we cannot analyze. And also, God's actions in our life cannot be analyzed. In Tamil, there's a poet called Kannadasan, Kavinyar Kannadasan. He writes film songs. He's a very good poet. இது கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனால் ஜெயிக்காது. He wrote a word. You can't fight with her in court. Why she has made a 30-year fellow lose his life in an accident, and a 95-year-old person with all the diseases still surviving. Can you question? No, you cannot analyze God's actions. Whatever ashramas you are in, whatever role you play, that you cannot. Whatever happens, see, many people complain, I recite Lalita Sahasranama 3 times, 4 times a day, but I am having so many problems. That person doesn't even recite anything, he is flourishing.
It happens.
Wrong analysis. Then when you are analyzing yourself, put the responsibility on your own self. My karma, maybe that person has recited lot of times in the previous birth and is enjoying. I'll enjoy later.
Since you have given about this example, one common question I get from some audience, few people are reciting it from a very long time, like years, like 8 years, 9 years, but they are also complaining in the comment box, like similarly, that we are reciting it from 8 to 9 years regularly, but nothing is changing. So, what will you advise to them? That what mistake most probably they are doing in chanting Lalita Sahasranam?
I don't accept. If you do mistakes, your life will, you get pain and difficulty. No, there is no mistake. She is the one who makes you read. So many trillions of people are there. How many people are reciting Lalita Sahasranam? You are fortunate to recite. And also at the end, you always say mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam, siddhahinam. Every puja has got. That shows without hesitation that you will commit mistake even if you're a pandit. All the Lalitasram, with due respect to the people, available outside on the YouTube, 70% or 80% of them have mistakes. And some are gross mistakes. Dushtadura, 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 Durachara, Shamani, Doshavandita. Cutting is different. Durachara, you're accusing her. You are a Durachara. But the actual word is Durachara, Shamani. There you need to sacrifice the chandas, meter, and then go with the meaning. So, how many people are doing that? So, there will be mistakes. But if she really comes, okay, if she really comes, hey, why are you reciting wrong? Well, pierce you with my Trishula. You should have guts, say, send me a guru. I learned from him or her. I'll pronounce it correctly. What I know, I'm reciting. You are the one who is dancing on my tongue and reciting. That guts you are. When I told the meaning of Lalita Sahasranam, it stopped at the Mola Mantra. I need to continue because she is not giving me any information. Whatever I say, that is meaning, that's all. Sanskrit, I don't know. Whatever comes to my mind, I should say. That's it. Is meaning. Later on, I refer somewhere in the deep corner, that meaning was there. So like that, if you surrender totally, and recite any stotra, and you are not seeing the Falasruti, main thing. I was about to tell Falasruti. They say you have to recite Falasruti. But why don't you think reciting Lalita Sahasranama itself is great phalam? How many people can have? How many people can speak? So many people cannot speak. So many people cannot see. So many people cannot think. You're having everything. And you're using it for a divine purpose. Why don't you think that itself is phalam? Why do you focus on Palastruti? Only first time I can recite so that I can get an inspiration. Wow, so much benefits. Just like a child aspiring for a chocolate to do homework. That's fine. But the child is demanding chocolate for every time, the mother will definitely punish. How many times you do homework or get out, you will face it. He'll tell. So similarly, you don't expect things. Of course, it will work. So suppose there is a gutter and you have to clean the gutter. You put water and you see it's not clean. It's not clean. It's not clean. Well, dust is coming. But how much time, how much gutter you have, I don't know. How much water you need to put to, I don't know. But definitely putting water will clean the drainage. So it all depends upon your karmic thing. Once you come to that, that's why Narada, there's a beautiful story. Narada was walking and two people were doing japa, two rishis. And he's going to Vishnu Loka, and the rishi will ask, yeah, I'm doing for the past hundreds of years. Please ask Vishnu when he will give darshan. This person also, I'm also doing for hundreds of years, please ask. Then Narada goes to Vishnu Loka and tells, when are you blessing them? Poor people, they're waiting for you. The first person with a long beard, tell him that I'm going to bless him within 1 year. But the next person with a short beard, tell him he has to do 1 more 100 years to get my darshan. So Narada comes and tells the first person, 1 more year? Already wasted. I can't waste anymore. He goes away. The second person, 100 years. That means 100 years I can still continue the japam and I have longevity. I'll wait. Immediately Vishnu comes. And then Narada says, already I have a bad name and you are spoiling my name in a respect. Why do you come? He said, no, that surrender compressed his karma. I'm supposed to come at 100 years only. That acceptance surrender made me come immediately. It compressed his karma. Beautiful story. So if I surrender to Lalita and accept, I don't care when my problem will be solved. It will be solved immediately. But don't again, after listening to this podcast, don't tell it will be solved immediately. That thought should not be.
Actually, I think we have to release that attachment subconsciously, because consciously we say we love Lalita, you are Lalita, he's Lalita, I'm Lalita. But do we actually believe in that word? That is the thing, because somewhere the separation, the wall of separation is there.
We used to believe we forgot. As a child, we used to worship in a small stone. I forgot that.
Mhm.
On the road we find stone and we put, I look at the mother and I also put some flowers, and if I'm exhausted of flowers, I'll put some paper also, whatever I have.
Mhm.
My grandson, when I was doing Abhisheka, he got a stone somewhere. Tata, is it also Shiva? I said, everything is Shiva. See, he started putting, his age was about 5 or so, started dropping occasionally water. And he got bored. Rudra Namakan Jamakan takes about 40 minutes. Then he took the stone, put it in that big kalasha and went away. Then I asked him, why did you put? The water is there now. That kind of innocence we had.
Mhm.
But what happened to that now?
Conditioned.
So conditioned brain. Like I told you yesterday, conditioned brain can never experience God.
True.
God, don't expect God to come like this and bless you.
True.
when you're looking, praying for the God, a small dog can come and be licking your feet. Maybe that's also. So it's, as you said, it's very easy to tell Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. It needs a lot of grace from Guru. That's the main thing. My Guru has got so many lakhs of disciples. Only a few are able to do upasana correctly, and because of His grace. And they are having settled as gurus and teaching many people. So let us not have conditions and checkpoints whether my life changed after reciting Lalita Sahasranama. No, it won't happen.
So if we are doing with the intention, so what intention? Because somewhere we have something in our mind. For instance, when I started my journey, I have many things I want to achieve in my mind. But slowly, slowly, when the grace of Guru came, I started doing for everyone's welfare. But after that, some sort of tests, or you can say some sort of distractions come. Then my cycle got changed. So it happens. The Maya keeps on playing. That's what I have understood. Even now, whenever I shoot a podcast, before shooting a podcast, I feel that something is trying to stop me, and there is one force who is trying to encourage me to go for that podcast and shoot that podcast. And even during the editing time, it happens that whenever I sit with my editing team, I feel some different vibration. Like right now, I'm talking with you. It is like I'm doing some sort of a japa, or I'm in some sort of a satsang where I'm getting the knowledge, and some inner cleansing is happening to me as well. So, what I want to know is the obstacles that we are facing in the sadhana is because Guruji Amitabh used to say there are two types of forces. One is negative force, one is positive force. One who encourages you towards the sadhana, and one who stops you from the sadhana. So, how to overcome these destructive forces? Because these are the ones. Because we are in a yoga where cow is standing on only on the one leg, as per him. So, how we can overcome such sort of destructive forces?
See, distractive forces, attractive forces, both are attractive only. This is sarvakarshini. This is attractive. That is attractive to the distraction. You cannot get distracted unless you are attracted by the distraction. Yes or no?
True.
That is also attraction.
True.
This attraction, you like it, that attraction, you may not like it after a while. So, before you start Sri Vidya or any Upasana, as you rightly asked, I have intentions, I want to achieve something.
Mm-hmm.
You need to define your target as every time at the phases of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I was having a desire and I got it fulfilled because of my Upasana. But the next time I have another desire, like Rakta Bija, in the Chandi part. But now I am realizing that all the desires and all the work I have done, I have given only temporary relief, not permanent peace. And it's already too late. So, my target should have been, I should think at one point, not me, everybody should think any point, my target should be, let me achieve that thing. By achieving it, I don't need anything. But I don't know what it is. Let me get that knowledge, by getting which I don't need to get any more knowledge. What is that knowledge?
Lalita.
If I can tell I got this knowledge, that's not complete.
True.
You cannot define. That's why all the great Mahan will be Maunaswami. They don't. They have everything. She is alone, but not lonely. That's the definition. She is alone, but not lonely. How can the contradict happen? So that's why having everything, but looking like not having anything.
Simplicity.
Complete. So by my definition should be, I need, that is peace. By achieving peace, you are asking for a job, thinking the job will give peace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got job, but the peace hasn't come. He wanted to get married,
Mhm.
thinking that marriage will give peace. He
Mhm.
got married. Peace is not there. A clever fellow will
Mhm.
ask directly peace.
Mhm.
When all these things will would have happened, but the
Mhm.
peace is continuing.
Mhm.
So, by defining what I need, only a guru can help. Guru will say, clean your mind.
Mhm.
That's why in my class I said, clean. Don't compare that guru told, internet I read like this, nyasa is necessary for mantra, is it necessary, but you are not teaching. My guru, what he taught, I'm just passing. Don't compare. That is also correct. This is also correct. This is the school of thought. That's all. So when you don't have that kind of filling the mind with intentions, you're perfect. Whatever you achieve, that is.
Guru Vakyam Param Vakyam. True. Guruji, one thing I want to ask you, especially about like in my one of the previous question I asked you about something. Now I want to know about jealousy, like jealousy factor. Most of the sadhakas or most of humans get trapped into this particular factor. Like I'm working with my friend, or I can say me and one of my friend are doing the sadhana. He's getting good results and I'm not getting the good results. And somewhere I developed a jealousy factor that I'm putting more efforts, I'm putting more things, I'm spending more time in the sadhana, but I'm not getting. He's getting. I understood the karmic factor. Maybe he has good past life karmas which I may not have. So how we can overcome such sort of jealousy, not only related to sadhana, but it can be related to our profession also. It can be related to any other factor of in our life. How we can overcome this and how this jealousy spoils our positive karmas.
There are two remedies. One is on the spiritual side. This is a common thing. Very rarely a person will not have that. Up to one point, somewhere you will get jealousy. Chandi part, if they recite on a continuous basis,
Mhm.
not for so many days, 40 days, no. Lifelong, Chandi part. It checks you. The all the demons mentioned in Chandi part are the deformations we have in our own body. Chandamunda, Shumbalimba, Raktabija, Dhumalochana, all that. So that is one spiritual remedy. But I tell you, I'm short. You know that. So in my college days and school days,
Mhm.
looking at tall people,
Mhm.
I get jealousy and I feel low before them.
Mhm.
Even school time, not in college. College time, I didn't have college time. I used to tell my mother,
Mhm.
Amma, why I'm not tall. Like brother is also tall, but I'm not tall.
Mhm.
She told me one thing. Why do you look at the length of the body? You have a good voice
True.
and you have piercing eyes, looks.
Mhm.
Look at that. They don't have. Work on that. You will win. My mother was my first guru in that. So, being short, instead of feeling jealousy and feeling depressed, I search for the avenues to create my own existence, whatever it may be. Vamana is also one of the avatara. He is not as tall as Kalki,
True.
but he got a place by showing his excellence in his own way. So I started to sing, act in TV shows, movie and drama, straight drama, and going for a competition, electrocution, extempore competition. And everybody started, Subbarao, 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 who is Subbarao? And I was walking like this. I never walked like this. Water my hand, that's it. So all these things I created, and those tall people started to feel jealousy of me, looking at my success. That's how you make your life
Mhm.
in the beautiful life, using your own abilities and, of course, guidance by guru. At that time, my mother was my guru. Never I look back. Even now, I don't look back
Basically focusing on
on
yourself.
what you have. See, that's why Ramakrishna Paramahansa, somebody told, don't worry that you don't have slippers. There's one person behind you who doesn't have one leg.
True.
So you are looking at the reverse is now looking at that person. Oh, I don't have that. I don't have that. I'm not that rich. I'm not that rich. You have this. That person cannot. So always think like that. See, the purpose of life is living every minute happy and contented. So I think that Punya Havachana mantra should be recited every day by ourselves, and take some water and akshatas, keep on your head. Shanti rastu, tushti rastu, pushti rastu, arogyamastu, aishwarmastu. There is nobody to bless you because you can't see him or see her. And you are always expecting that you have to do so many big pujas together. Take akshatas, bless yourself. It will work.
That's what Guruji used to say. No one else will bless you because the goddess is within you, and when you allow, then she will shower
How
abundance.
do you bless yourself? Lead a dharmic life in
Mhm.
your given life. Whatever is available,
Mhm.
lead a dharmic life. What is specified in this?
True.
I am doing Sandhya Vandan every day because it's specified for me. Normally, I don't eat outside because
Mhm.
that's not specified for me.
True. The vibrations.
So try it. May not come. Previously, I used to eat, but slowly transform yourself. What is given to you, always check and see whether you are going the dharmic life. That's it. You'll have completeness in your life.
Amazing. Amazing. Coming back to Lalita Sahasranama Guruji, uh, I know about this particular thing, and I want that audience should also know that when you recite it, it is said that the planetary issues about which most of us normal people who have not even started the sadhana, uh, they are scared from the planetary doshas, and due to which they used to spend a lot of money on getting grah shanti puja of this planet, that planet. So in Lalita Sahasranama Falshruti, I have read a particular line. I didn't remember that line, but it is said that when you recite Lalita Sahasranama, your graha doshas get pacified. So can you put some light on that? And if you know that particular ritual, how you do that?
No, it's not ritual. Lalita, as I told before, Srimata complete. All the grants are chota. Right? If you know Prime Minister, why do you worry about attender? How do you get connected to the Prime Minister? That's what you need to worry, not to how to manage the attender. People who are getting connected to the manager, also, Prime Minister also working about the worried about the attenders. So of course, sometimes you do the parihara. While doing the parihara, not I'm talking about not Lalita Sahasranam, Grahadosha Shanti. You do, but not that Graha as separate from Lalita. Not that puja is intended to remove that dosha to get you something. I did Navavana puja. This is another puja for Lalita. Maybe she wanted that.
Mhm.
That's why she gave me the problem. That's fine. I'll do that puja. It will work. But you are separating that from Lalita,
Mhm.
totally ignorance, and then trying to do pacify that graha, and then it may be true, but your connection to the Lalita should not be contaminated. So if you have a strong connection, whatever, see, like the Vaishnavis, they don't come to Shiva's temple. I say, if you are a true Vaishnavite, you should not able to recognize what I have kept before you. If I keep Shivalinga before you, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, that's true Vaishnavism. Oh, this is Shiva. I will not work. I will not worship. Then you are connected to Shiva only. So, like that, that Graha dosha. But coming to Lalita Sahasranamam, Dushta Dura Durachara Shamani Dosha Vajjita. That is the line in Lalita Sahasranam. So, Dushta Dura. Durachara Shamani, Dosha Vajjita. So in this, the dosha part is connected to by the people. I'm not saying truly. People connect dosha to the planet. But in fact, this line explains How the dosha really came? Dushta dura.
True.
I'm getting bad thoughts, wrong thoughts. Because of the third, durachara, wrong acts.
True.
I have done before. And that came in the form of a dosha now.
Mhm.
Dosha vajjida.
Mhm.
By reciting the line. So, there is a process called Samputi-karana. Lalita Sahasranam, 365 lines are there.
Mhm.
Each line is for one purpose. Later on, we can be in touch, and anybody, your listeners ask, you can refer to me, or people will tell.
Sure, sure.
Each line.
Mhm.
So, this line, before and after every line,
Mhm.
you put and then recite the Lalita Sahasranam. It takes about 1.5 hours.
Mhm.
Dushta Dura, Durachara Shamani, Doshavajjita, Srimata Sri Maharajni, Srimat Simhasane Sri, Dushta Dura, Durachara Shamani, Doshavajjita.
Wow.
Dushta Dura, Durachara Shamani, Doshavajjita, Titeknikunda Sambhuta, Devakarasmutta, Dushta Dura, Durachara Shamani, Doshavajjita. Like that,
Yes.
up to the last line, Dushta Dura, Durachara Shamani, Doshavajjita, Sri Shiva, Shivashakti, Rupani, Lalitambika, Dushta Dura, Durachara Shamani, Doshavajjita. There you need to stop.
Okay. Basically, sandwich form. We call it Sampatika, like a in the starting we are putting the mantra, and after ending the shloka or line we are putting again that mantra.
Before and after every line, you put that mantra. And at that point, actually, is very difficult. Dushta Dura, Duracharshmani, Doshavajita, Dushta Dura, Duracharshmani, Doshavajita, Dushta Dura,
Dushtadura Dvacha
Duracharshmani,
Rashami
Doshavajita,
Doshvajita.
Sarvajna, Santakarana. Like that, it goes.
True.
There, 5 times it gets repeated. Will be.
Mhm.
So, you can, there are multiple ways of increasing this power.
Mhm.
One is sesame seeds, salt. These two are very powerful in removing the doshas. So
Mhm.
you can mix salt, rock salt, not the iodide salt, and
Rock salt.
the original salt, 3 handfuls in a bucket of water,
Mhm.
mix it. With that salt water, you take shower. Don't put it on head because you may
Hair will
lose the
get
hair.
white.
So, and as long as you are doing the
Mhm.
having the shower, you need to recite or listen. Dushtadura, Durarcha, Shamani, Doshavajita, Sri Mata, Sri Maharajni, Sri Matsumadri, 1.5 hours sure.
Wow.
Or if you want to shorten, you can use that line as the mantra for this. Aim Reem Dream Dushta Dura Duracha Shamani Doshavajita Nama Pahimam Rakshamam Aim Reem Dream Dushta Dura Duracha Shamani Doshavajita Nama Pahimam Rakshamam. You have to make mantras. Don't depend on anybody. You have to create mantras and it will work. Or you can take kumkum
Mhm.
and worship a photograph or an icon or a Sri Yantra like this. You don't need to put lot of kumkum. Many people think so much kumkum they put and they worry what I have to do with the kumkum.
Mhm.
But they don't know that the kumkum can be recycled. You just take the kumkum, sieve it, and see that it's not spoiled. Add some camphor or something like that, and you use it. Why? Because if what is puja already done should not be recycled, if that is true, then people do puja with gold flowers, right? Let them throw. You give their address, I'll stand before their house and catch it.
Really?
They recycle. In fact, this kumkum is more powerful than the previous kumkum. It is energized already. You
True.
can use it as much until it is spoiled.
Mhm.
If it is about to spoil, then distribute it to the people or you can put it in river.
Mhm.
So take this much pinch in the Mruga Mudra. This is a mudra. Don't throw it.
Mhm.
Do it. And don't do like this. Many people do. Thoda thoda da. That's also wrong. Because the form we have discussed about God and form. God is formless. She is taking a form only to bless you. When she is having a form, she'll have guna. So you'll take this much kumkum. She'll think this fellow will put all the kumkum on me. And you, oh my God, he's not putting everything. Dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction. Always you're dissatisfying the mother. So what I do? Dushtadura, Durachar, Shamani, Doshavajita, Sri Mata, Sri Maharajni, Sri Mat Simhatare, Sri Dushtadura, Durachar, Shamani, Doshavajita. For every line you can put, or occasionally also. But put it like this. This is Samarpana.
Complete.
And then don't do clean. This is not the garbage. She's mother, not garbage bin. So if you want to clean, you clean like this, sideways. So do that for 90 days. 100% it will reduce. Because based on the karma, it may go off completely, but at least definitely it will reduce. Having more confidence looking at the reduction of your problem, do it for another 90 days. This prayoga I have done on my sister when I was in Devipuram. She called me. She was lying down on a bed in her house. Called me, Subbu, I'm diagnosed as slip disc. Doctor told 6 months bed rest. After also, I can't work like before. Can you tell me a mantra? You are a chota guru. And at that time, I don't know. Then I reciting Lalita Sahasranama, Mooladharam, Bhujaruda, Panchabhaktra, Asti. Oh my God, Asti, bone. Maybe this line can help. How do you do? I do my own cooking. Later on, I realized that Sampudi Karna is a process. Then I said, to make it more powerful, put this line before and after. Then how many days? It came 90 days. Okay, 90 days, tell me. So I called my sister, Akka, this is the line. You put it like this, recite. How I can't even get up. Just put your hand where the pain is, like this. No need of kumkum puja. Just put, pass the energy. 90 days, 100%. And also, there I need to tell you one thing. I didn't say, do it for 90 days and let me know how it works. No. That means I am having doubt. 90 days, it will work. Let me know once you get up and do your normal job.
Wow.
That 32 days, she got up and just started sweeping the floor. In the middle class family, we had to sweep the floors.
True.
From that is the first day I started experimenting with Lalita Sahasranama Sampradaya Karna, and it works. 90 days.